One person who was always critical of Diddy and often spoke out about him as a problematic figure was 50 Cent. Now, it has been announced that 50 Cent has created a documentary series on Netflix about him, and I am eager to see it. Did he get it right? He's been very active on social media, and I've been one of the few people speaking out on this topic long before it became public. Aaron Carter, in front of the whole world, begged for help. He asked for financial support to hire a security team to keep him safe. He openly said on multiple occasions that if anything ever happened to him, it was not by his own doing. But no one listened. Hollywood, however, has dropped another shocking bombshell that may make you question everything you thought you knew. As 50 Cent continues his public feud with Diddy, new, shocking allegations have surfaced that may link Diddy to one of the most tragic events in pop culture, the heartbreaking death of Aaron Carter. In his final days, Aaron Carter said, "They are after my life. My whole family is after me. They are trying to set me up. Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me. It would be in their best interest, just like Michael told me, to take me out." He begged for help, asking people to raise $100,000 so he could move to a safe, undisclosed location. He even told people that the police had come to check his garage after someone falsely claimed he was going to hang himself. In another jaw-dropping revelation, insiders have suggested that Diddy might have had direct connections to Aaron's tragic death. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, Aaron Carter passed away in November due to drowning, with secondary factors being the effects of alprazolam, known as Xanax, and Defloro. Aaron Carter, the younger brother of Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, rose to fame as a child pop star in the late 90s and early 2000s with hits like Aaron's Party and I Want Candy. His boyish charm and catchy tunes quickly won over fans. However, behind all the fame, Aaron struggled with addiction, family issues, and mental health problems. Tragically, in 2022, Aaron was found dead in his bathtub at the age of 34, sending shockwaves through his fans and the entertainment world. His passing is linked to many other tragic celebrity deaths, including Kim Porter and Whitney Houston. Many tragic stories from the world of celebrities have an unsettling pattern that seems to link them together. Some of the most unforgettable names that come to mind are Andre Harrell, Twitch, Amy Winehouse, Michael Jackson, Brittany Murphy and her husband, and Betty White. These losses, all incredibly sad in their own right, share some eerie and unexplained similarities. And one name keeps coming up in the background of many of these stories: Diddy. As strange as it may sound, some people have pointed out that a particular poison could be responsible for symptoms that resemble heart attacks or pneumonia. These kinds of symptoms have been discussed in connection with various celebrity deaths, and soon after, rumors began to surface about Diddy's potential involvement. People started recalling meetings with Diddy, and many of these stories shed light on unsettling details that many people might not have known about before. One of the most shocking accounts revolves around Diddy's influence over Kim Porter, the mother of his children. According to a manuscript, Diddy allegedly had so much control over Kim's life that it went well beyond what anyone could imagine. Not only did he reportedly wire her home and tap her phone, but he also went as far as hiring people to follow her and spy on her every move. Kim felt completely trapped in the situation. So much so that she is said to have threatened to expose everything she knew. What kind of secrets, you ask? Well, these were not just any secrets, but the kind that many have whispered about for years, involving shady dealings and dark moments in the hip-hop world. The manuscript claims that Diddy might have even played a part in some of hip-hop's most tragic and mysterious events, including the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. The allegations suggest that Diddy may have orchestrated certain events to protect his empire and maintain control over the legacies of these fallen stars. But the story does not end there. Kim Porter's death remains one of the most talked about and suspicious events in Hollywood. Officially, she was said to have passed away from pneumonia, but there has always been a cloud of doubt hanging over the cause of her death. Many people find the details surrounding her passing suspicious and unsettling. There are reports that toxins were found in her body, which could have caused pneumonia-like symptoms, leading people to question whether the illness that killed her was really natural. To add to the mystery, rumors have surfaced about disturbing details found in her bedroom after her death. Some claim that blood was discovered on her pillow, and there was a trail leading from her bedroom to the bathroom. These details have created an eerie image, one that suggests Kim's death may not have been as simple as it was initially portrayed. With all the secrecy and troubling allegations surrounding Diddy, it is no surprise that some have come to view him in a much darker light. What's truly haunting about this is the number of people who seem to have experienced similar situations, feeling manipulated, controlled, or even threatened. Diddy's influence over his personal and professional relationships appears to go much deeper than many of his fans and the public have realized. From rumors about his involvement in high-profile celebrity deaths to the chilling accounts of his control over Kim Porter's life, there seems to be much more to the story than meets the eye. For many, the mystery surrounding these events may never be fully resolved, but it certainly raises serious questions about the lengths some individuals will go to maintain power and control. The darkness surrounding Diddy's involvement in these tragic stories cannot be ignored, and as more details emerge, people are starting to wonder just how much of the hip-hop industry's history has been shaped by manipulation, deceit, and tragedy. Ultimately, these stories highlight just how deep the web of secrets and control can go in the world of fame. As fans and outsiders, we are left to piece together the clues, but the truth is still unclear. What we do know for sure is that these events have left lasting scars on those involved, and the impact of these dark stories will continue to haunt those who dare to uncover them. So, what does Diddy have to do with all this? Well, Jaguar Wright, a singer who has been very vocal about her own experiences, claims that Diddy's involvement goes beyond what most people realize. She recalled how, at one point, she would show up at parties with a camera, documenting everything. At one of these parties, Diddy supposedly said, "Let him through," letting Jaguar get up close and personal with what was happening behind the scenes. It's not just Kim Porter's death that's raised questions. There have been rumors of other celebrities with similar health issues, including Jamie Foxx. Recently, Jamie had a serious health crisis and has suggested that Diddy might have been involved in it. Their friendship was close, and Diddy allegedly let Jamie in on some of his more questionable activities. But things began to take a darker turn when Jamie dropped some cryptic hints last year about the shady side of Diddy's infamous parties. Some people even believed Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx, and that Jamie reported it to the FBI. Around the same time, Jamie fell into a coma, shocking the entire entertainment industry. Naturally, rumors started to swirl that Diddy might be connected to Jamie's sudden hospitalization. The situation only grew more mysterious from there. When Choke No Joke, a veteran videographer, producer, and director, spoke up, he shared his first-hand experience during Jamie Foxx's shows in Atlanta. Choke heard Jamie directly say that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him. Yes, you read that right. According to Choke, Jamie was actually scared of Diddy, which might explain why he involved the FBI. Also, let's not forget that Jamie's absence from the public came just before Diddy's arrest in September. Is it just a coincidence, or is there something more to it? Then another bombshell dropped from celebrity security guard Big Homie CC, who also attended Jamie's shows. According to Big Homie, Jamie accused Diddy of poisoning him. Yes, poisoning. And just like Choke, Big Homie confirmed that Jamie had reported Diddy to the FBI about these suspicions. Big Homie's interview with Cam Capone News caused quite a stir, and media outlets like Page Six were quick to jump in, asking for more details. Before Jamie's issues with Diddy became widely known, Big Homie recalled how, after leaving Andre Harrell's house, Diddy told him that he didn't have to leave and that someone was going to die that night. Both Choke and Big Homie have confirmed the same thing. Jamie had serious issues with Diddy. His comments were not meant to be a joke, and two separate witnesses back up the claim that Jamie spoke openly and seriously about his tension with Diddy. This makes you wonder, could all these rumors about Diddy's dark influence be true? Something definitely does not seem right here. And if you're still not convinced, let me throw another name into the mix. Be sure. an R&B legend, had his own terrifying experience with Diddy's alleged control over people. He ended up in a coma for 2 months. Be sure hasn't shared the full details of what happened, but there are rumors that he was working on a tell-all book, and it's said to focus on the same unsettling lifestyle that keeps appearing in these stories. There are also strange tales about how certain people have shifted from street rappers to businessmen and entrepreneurs. Take Jay-Z, for example. It's said that Jay-Z and 50 Cent had some serious tension after 50 Cent's rise to fame, and it seemed like Jay had issues with 50's success. Jay was always known for being patient and strategic. And despite all the drama, he still remains close to certain people. He and Diddy seem to have a very complicated relationship. In fact, 50 Cent, who has always been outspoken against Diddy, is now making a Netflix documentary about him. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. After all, 50 has been very active on social media, talking about the documentary. It's about time we get to see what he has to say. I've been speaking out about this for a long time, even before Aaron Carter's tragic story unfolded. Aaron publicly begged for help, asking for financial support to hire a security team to keep him safe. He repeatedly said, "If anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not suicidal." But sadly, no one took his cries for help seriously. Hollywood just dropped another huge revelation, one that might make you question everything you thought you knew. As 50 Cent continues to clash with Diddy, new and shocking claims have surfaced, linking Diddy to one of the most tragic events in pop culture, the heartbreaking death of Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter claimed that people were after him, saying his family was setting him up. He mentioned that Sony Records owed him $3.5 million, but refused to pay him. He even begged people to help him raise $100,000 so he could move to a secret location where he could feel safe. Aaron also talked about the police being called to check his garage, worried he might want to hurt himself. It's heartbreaking to think about, but nobody really paid attention until it was too late. There's more. At one point, I got a call and was told to head to the hospital because Diddy was there with Kim Porter. When I arrived at the hospital, I saw Diddy with his hand wrapped in a white t-shirt, blood seeping through. Kim Porter looked like she had been through a lot too. The whole situation felt off, and you couldn't help but wonder if there were deeper issues going on behind the scenes. A lot of people see these public stories and assume that all celebrities are dealing with the same kind of drama. But when you get involved in the hip-hop world, you realize there's a lot more to it. Things are not always what they seem from the outside. And while some may not say anything, the reality is that a lot of these issues run deep, hidden beneath the surface. Jaguar Wright, a well-known figure in the industry, even predicted a fallout for Jay-Z after Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy. She went as far as to say that Jay-Z was allegedly the mastermind behind Diddy's operations, but was better at keeping things low-key and under control. There are even accusations about Jay-Z and Diddy being involved in shady dealings with a 13-year-old teenager. It's a lot to unpack, and some of the statements may seem calculated, as though they were written by a lawyer. The words are sharp and direct, almost combative in a way that doesn't fit with a publicist's usual tone. As the drama continues, it's clear that things aren't as simple as they may seem on the surface. From questions about whether the Super Bowl will still happen, to the complex relationships between the big players in the music world, one thing is clear: there's a lot happening behind closed doors. And the truth might be even more complicated than we can imagine. At the top of everything, I am just watching, participating, and sharing my opinion. I am part of the culture, just like everyone else. You know, when Jay comes into the scene, everyone gets excited, and we all get a sense of unity. It's all about standing together, showing strength and pride in what we represent. Black excellence, you know? People sit there, nodding along like, yeah, that's what we want. It's the one time we come together and show support, right? When it comes to the top people in the game, we all know the names. Eminem, one of the best. Lloyd Banks, cool as always. Tony Yayo, loyal. 50 Cent, still got it. Nas, always on top. And Jay-Z, a true businessman. And now, the question is, did Diddy do it right? 50 Cent has been pretty vocal about the whole situation on social media. And I've always been upfront about my thoughts too, even before everything blew up. But I also never got involved in all the celebrity culture, never went to those parties, stayed out of it. There's a reason for that. I've never been into the flashy stuff or all the drama that comes with it. I guess you could say I'm just a bit more simple or maybe even a little more normal than most people in that world. Now, there's a big project coming soon. Did Diddy Do It? Is an upcoming Netflix documentary series directed by Alex Stapleton. It digs deep into the serious misconduct allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. The show is set to reveal some intense accusations, and 50 Cent, who is also serving as an executive producer, first announced it on December 7, 2023. He shared that the proceeds from the series will go towards supporting victims of sexual assault. Netflix confirmed the series on September 25, 2024, just 1 week after Diddy's arrest on charges related to racketeering and exploitation. The series will explore the human impact behind these allegations, showing the deeper story beyond what people have seen in the headlines. Both 50 Cent and Alex Stapleton have stressed how important it is to give a voice to those who have been silenced. They aim to offer a fair perspective, acknowledging how disturbing the accusations are while ensuring that one person's actions do not define an entire culture. So, what do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss more updates like this.